How's it going, everyone? The Trout91 here. This is gonna be a video on my second channel, actually, funnily enough. Mostly because I didn't want to put this on my main channel, because it's, I don't know, it's a bit weird just putting random videos with random commentary of it. But, you know, this channel has kind of like free reign of whatever I feel like doing and stuff like that. And hopefully you guys just enjoy watching that. I'm trying to get more regular stuff going up on this channel. It's kind of difficult to think what to do. I mean, I've been very busy over the past week or so. Last week was very busy, especially since with Gfinity going on, running around like a madman. I didn't have time to make videos. And not too sure what kind of videos to make anymore. I've said this before, but it's kind of like becoming a drag, constantly trying to make videos of certain kinds, and people just end up not particularly responding as well to it as I would have thought. I think most definitely it's got something to do with the fact that my channel's so old that it's the way YouTube works now. It just doesn't work properly, because I was talking to Zerka about it actually, and he said that you know, once the old channels get messed up really badly, and it becomes very hard for them to get found again, unless, you know, they start getting huge promotions, and they'll start to like grow back eventually, which is what has started happening to his channel again. But I don't know, it's this weird period of the year where there's nothing really out at the moment, and there's no games that, you know, are catching people's eyes that can have a good length of time to play. So it's just kind of resorted to doing the same old stuff, which I get. It does get boring, you know. I tried the pro clubs thing because constantly people were asking me to do pro club stuff, and I was just like, you know what, okay, I quite like pro clubs, let's do some of that and put up some videos. And then, you know, the response was decent to begin with, and it's not the response I was hoping for considering how much I was putting into the videos, and then it just became a little bit demotivating, so I just stopped putting so much effort into them and just put up the games, especially when people were moaning about the fact they just want to watch with the live commentary. It's just like, well, I've tried to make this video entertaining, and you kind of just took in a dump all over me, which is, you know, a little bit demoralizing and a bit demotivating. So as a result, I just kind of was like, screw it, I'll just put those videos up. And I still had loads of desire to put effort into what I was doing, which is why I just I started the head-to-head seasons thing, because I wanted to play something with FIFA, and people asking if I want to do Ultimate Team, and I really don't like Ultimate Team this year. I haven't liked it really any point, except for maybe the first 2 weeks, and even then I didn't like it. And now it would be even more difficult to actually get into it, simply because everyone will have these amazing teams and I just won't, and it will get very, very tedious and very boring, and I just don't like Ultimate Team. But oh, by the way, this, for those of you, should have said this about 3 minutes ago, but this is Devil May Cry, the newest one that came out in January, DmC Devil May Cry. I believe it's the prequel to the entire series. Yes, it is. I don't know why I said maybe, because I've actually completed the campaign. In fact, I completed it about half an hour ago. So, and this is a mode that's on it. I was thinking to myself, God, this game would be so cool if it just had a mode where I could play endless levels of you know, monsters and beat them up and stuff. And that's exactly what this is. It's a free DLC that comes with it. It's just wave after wave of monsters. But this is the first 20 levels. It's 100 levels long, I believe. But after 20 levels, you start facing the bosses from the campaign, which is a little bit annoying. And I actually died against it. I shouldn't have done, but that was a bit whatever. I'm going to cut that part out just because it's a little bit uninteresting. And I suppose if you wanted to get this game, it would spoil the game a little bit, I guess, but whatever. Back to what I was saying. Yeah, I started the head-to-head season. That really didn't get a response I was hoping for. I thought that would get a really good one, considering I made it pretty entertaining, and I made 2 episodes, and the second episode yesterday got absolutely nothing in terms of response, which made me even more angry and demotivated to make videos. So I don't really know, and there's so much going on at the moment. I finished uni and all that stuff, and I'm trying to find a job. I'm working on that, so I don't kind of have all that motivation to do huge videos just for them to get destroyed in views. You know, like, I don't mind putting effort and grind in, knowing that it's going to pay off, but it just doesn't look like it's paying off right now. So once you know, like the new FIFA or the new COD or new games come out in around the September October time, obviously I'm going to start putting maximal effort. It's just right now I don't really know what I'm doing with my channels and stuff, so I'm just posting random videos like this. You know, the Steam sale is a big godsend. It is that illustrious time of the year where games go on sale and they become incredibly cheap, and I feel like I bought all of them because I bought them in previous years for cheap, and yeah, I just don't really know. But I actually kind of thought about doing a Trout Tries. Anyone who remembers Trout Tries? It was just me playing the game, trying to be funny, and putting little bits and bobs up from that, and it was kind of entertaining. But those didn't do great for views in the end. I think it was because most people were expecting me to have a good old non-interrupted session, and then when they realized it was like highlights of it, it kind of threw them off a little bit. I don't really know. I know that simply because when I was posting them, I'd post regular videos and they get really good views, and then I post those and they just wouldn't get such good views. I suppose it depends on the game, but Devil May Cry it's a fantastic game. You know, I was sitting here, and we English, for those of you who are not English, we moan all year long that we get rain and crap weather, and it's usually 90% rain and terrible weather, and then this 10% of the year in the summer we get sun, and we just moan about how hot it is. So I was just sitting here like, I'm bored, I'm moaning about the heat. It is just so hot. I don't want to sit there and play like League of Legends, which requires me to sit up and put maximal effort into it, and you know, potentially get frustrated, which makes me even more hot and bothered and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what, let's find a game where I can just sit back in my chair with my controller and just mash buttons, and like with very little effort or very little thought process, and I can just have maximal entertainment back from such minimal work. And you know, Devil May Cry was exactly the answer. I was looking at it, I was like, you know what, I remember playing Devil May Cry 4. My younger brother, for those of you who don't know, I have a younger brother. I actually have a younger sister and an older brother, for those of you who didn't know. But he owns an Xbox, and that's the reason I got an Xbox and got into the whole gaming stuff and the recording and so on and so forth. Long story short, I bought my own Xbox. But yeah, he bought Devil May Cry 4 for his Xbox, and I started playing that purely to get one of the easiest achievements. And you see these red things in the bottom right hand corner, it's those things. I believe it was like get 400, something ridiculous easy. And that was when I was going through a like achievement whoring phase, trying to get my achievements up for some odd reason. I don't know why, but that's what I did. And I played Devil May Cry 4 to get the easiest of achievements. And to be honest, I didn't really like the game that much. I don't remember much about it thinking back, but I just didn't really like it that much. And I was looking at it today, and I remember watching the trailer and some videos for it just before it released in January, and I was like, you know what, this game actually looks really awesome. It just looks really cool. So why don't I just, you know, give it a try? It's £15. I need a game, and I reckon I know what it's about, and it's just kind of like killing things over and over again, which kind of sounds right up my alley for how I'm feeling. You know, maximal entertainment value back for such minimal input. And that is exactly what I got. I was just in love with it from the first day that I played. I've only had it like 2 days, and I just absolutely no life the campaign. I think I'm going to be giving this mode a good few goes at. Any tips would be greatly appreciated, by the way. I'm not much of a Devil May Cry expert. I just kind of like hit buttons in certain repetitive orders and such. But yeah, that's that. So I bought it, and it's £15 on sale right now. I believe you can still get it for £15. So if you're thinking about getting it, I would act now before it's too late. But it's incredible fun. It's exactly what I said, you know, maximal value back for such little input and effort from you. And that's exactly what I want on a hot summer's day. I suppose most people are sitting there like, on a hot summer's day, you should be going outside and having fun and socializing. But screw socializing, who needs that when you've got awesome games? But yeah. Good fun. So if you want me to do a Trout Tries, that's what I was thinking of starting to do back up, is, you know, buying these random games off Steam. I bought a couple. I bought Rage and something called Ace of Spades, which is a really cheap first-person shooter where you can make the levels and it's made of bricks. It's incredibly silly, but, you know, do stuff like that. Trout Tries for it, you know, not too many videos. Do stuff like that should be fun to watch, fun to make, trying to make them entertaining, not overdoing myself. I actually need to finish the COD 4 RTC as well, so I don't know what I'm going to have to do after that. And for those of you asking what happened to Troutcraft, you simply have to blame the other guys. I said I didn't want to get them involved really, because it means that once they're involved, everyone's going to expect them to be in every single episode. This is the boys I'm talking about. It means they've got to be in every single episode, and then the one time after I finished all my recordings, I had to go back and I had to play with them, obviously. So I organised them all. People didn't want to play, people weren't available to play, and then I had to go away for a couple of weeks and do all sorts of busy work, and I just haven't had a time and or desire to really get everyone together and play, so you can pretty much blame them. Otherwise I would have stayed motivated to do it. I might bring it back if that's something that people really want, but that started to get a mixed, you know, response in the end, which is just, it's not what I want. I want a decent response for what I'm doing, and you know, if I'm not enjoying it and I'm not getting any response out of it, I'm just not going to do it, which is why you see me just quit a lot of series, because it's just not what I want at that point in time. So hopefully we can rectify this soon enough, and we will be able to find something that works, because right at the moment I'm not finding too much that works for me. That's that pretty much. But yeah, if you want to see the Trout tries Devil May Cry, do let me know. If you want more random videos like this where I'm just playing games and chatting breeze, bruv, about random stuff, do let me know. I'm trying to find something to put on this second channel that's not like totally dominant on my main channel, although I will probably switch this channel eventually, but it's just the fact that I don't get paid for any of the videos that go on here, which isn't a big deal. It's just, you know, it's like I'm trying to get people to come over here and watch the videos and subscribe, so I've got a decent amount of people coming over here and watching videos before I decide to get it partnered with someone and all that. So I suppose the quicker it gets to like 5,000 subs, the quicker I'll get it promoted, partnered even, we can get paid and stuff like that, and the motivation, the videos will come. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like rating, and I'll see you later. And this is called a succubus, by the way. She one ugly bitch. Anyway, peace out.